This is a 2026 Golf R, the best do-it-all daily that money can buy. You're watching Vehicles Unlimited. Here we go. Just that downshift, man. Oh, it's so nice. There's a good downshift. Oh, that's so good. That's so good, man. Can we just admire for a second the beautiful black on black finish with the black edition package added onto it? Black rims, black paint, and we even have the little black badge. I have a feeling that most people that would buy a 26 Golf R would spec it this way. Maybe they would go with the blue because it does really pop, but there's something even more interesting about this car. Let's get under the hood. A 2-liter inline 4-cylinder engine that puts down 328 horsepower, 295 pound-feet of torque, and all of that power controlled by a 7-speed automatic transmission. You have the DSG system, paddles in the car. Unfortunately, no more stick. They discontinued that in 2024, but we still get a 4.1 second 0 to 60, 269 kilometer top speed. That's 167 miles per hour. I get it. The best do-it-all daily, big claim. This is a $50,000 car, 57,000 Canadian, 48-ish American. Just to get this kind of performance for those numbers, and you get the looks too, and the comfort, oh my God. And the community surrounding the GTI, the Golf R, the hatchbacks is big. It's strong. A lot of people love them. Let's just do another quick one. Oh, that's amazing, dude. The only negative thing I could possibly say about this car is this right here. The hood isn't automatically held. You do have to take your little rod and slide it up there. Not a big deal. So it's not really a negative thing. You have this neat little feature right here where it kind of swoops up towards the middle on each side, giving it some good symmetry and a really aggressive, kind of like a track car. On the outside there, we're looking at some much bigger airflow, same on both sides. Very aggressive looking lights with the blue strip continued up at the top of them as well as in the middle. Behind that, we're looking at 19-inch forged alloy wheels, blacked out with this black edition, wrapped with summer performance hand-cooked tires. Very good grip. They're the exact same as I have on mine. Cannot complain. Mirrors are relatively the same. We have a massive light strip, blacked out R badge. They got rid of the little strip that the R badge goes into, and now it's a much more minimal, just slapped on there, pretty small. I would take it and I would double the size. I would just like to see that it's a Golf R a little bit more, even though you can tell because it doesn't say GTI, but I mean, that's just a tiny bit small for me. From there, you can see a little bit of your rear wing on the top of the hatch. And it looks good from the front and from the back. It's very minimal, but still gives it a very sporty look. Blacked out rear badge, blacked out R badge, and your backup camera is actually under the logo. If you're not familiar with Volkswagen, it will pop out just like this, and then your camera shoots right out of there. Down below, we have chrome quad exhaust tips, and connecting those is this really sweet bumper design. Looks super sporty. Now let's pop the rear hatch and take a look at all of the room you get. 19.9 cubic feet of storage. If you fold the seats down here, you get up to 34.5 cubic feet of storage. If you're keeping stuff small, this could work for anything. If you're not sold on the looks of this car yet, I guess that's okay. But if you're not sold on the sound, then you might need to get your ears checked. Let's get inside, check out the interior, and start this thing up. All right, now let's do a couple revs in Nürburgring mode. I took this thing for a little test drive myself already, just so I could really feel out the car. And you could tell the performance increase and the comfortability increase from the 2024. Beautiful steering wheel. You have the R badge down here, paddles right here. In front of me is a 10.25 inch digital gauge cluster, a 12.9 inch central touch screen. It's nice with the added size, and now your sliders are a little bit bigger and more visible. Real carbon fiber trim going along the dash and coming over to the doors. Sport buckets, R badge right on top. Everything is one piece at the back. You can't raise or lower a headrest. For most of us buying a car like this, we're not in it for that comfort. We're in it for that Nürburgring speed. Mode button right here. You just see a little window pop up with your options. Eco, Comfort, Sport. When you click on race, it's going to pop out drift mode and special mode and or Nürburgring mode. So drift mode, when you click on that, it's going to pop up and give you a little warning. It's going to give you 100% of power to the rear wheels, and it will start to even you out. Let's rip off the last few things that we need to talk about in this car so we can get on the road. Our shifter is just a small little one. Of course, we miss stick shift, discontinued 2024, very sad, but these cars are very fast as autos. I gotta say, it's very convenient. It did not take me long to get used to it. We have our McDonald's and Subway holder going on over here. Lots of room. You could fit 5-6 sandwiches for sure. Perforated leather seats, heated and cooled. Rear seats just heated. On the left of the driver's side, you have your memory settings and your power seat settings. Now the memory settings, that's pretty nice. I like to see that feature in cars. Rear seat room isn't a ton. I mean, we are in a hatchback, but the rear seats are comfortable. I will give them that. You might sacrifice some leg room, unfortunately, but the one thing that's good about the hatchback, you're not hitting your head like you are in the rear seat of a sports car, where you literally have to sit like this. Ambient lighting system. It goes all underneath, and it blends with your screens. So whatever colors you pick, that's going to be the accent color on your screens, your doors, down below the feet, and even onto the rears. I almost forgot the most important feature, a sunroof. Gotta love it. Like I said, favorite feature to see in a car. I don't care what the engine is. Favorite feature. Oh, also these lights are like touch. You just touch them. There's no button. Feels very quick, like this test drive. I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. It was not that fast, but it was that good of an acceleration. That is like what you feel when you hit the gas. In this car, 40 pulls and 80 pulls are your best option. If you're not, you're gonna use launch control and start from 0 and do a little 0 to 60 run. Brake all the way down, gas all the way down. It's gonna go to 4,000, let go. Holy shit. That's so good. That's so good. Here we go. Like I honestly might pick this car up. It just hooks so good, and the hand-cooked tires, man. Like I said, no slip. Unless you're literally pouring rain, even on some damp roads, they still hook like it's nothing. Amazing. What an exciting video, an exciting car. I really hope that showcased why this is the best do-it-all daily on the market. In my opinion, and it's very personal to me because I daily a 2024 Golf R might make the upgrade. Big thank you again to Port Hope Volkswagen for lending us this car for the day to do a video for you guys. And if you're interested in more power and speed, click right over here.